There's only one Delaware Park, the greatest one. Delaware Park, tradition lives on, excitement second to none. There's only one Delaware.
Away and running. Terrible stumble for the 6 Foxy G. Rosemary Potatoes came out of her corner swinging. Meaty Fast Flower comes away in second. And Bravo Regina tracks the speed from third. Miss Lady T teams up with Bo Runkle. Second to last is Luminous Ruler. And the one who lost it at the start was Foxy G. Up and around the first turn they go. Rosemary Potatoes gets to show the way to the other 6 ladies today. And passes the 6 furlong pole with a 3/4 of a length lead. Bull Runkle is on the chase in second, and Meaty Fast Flower benefits from the rail draw to be a ground-saving third in a paceless affair. And in that fourth place position is Miss Lady T. Bravo Regina is on hold in between rivals in fifth. Right behind her is Luminous Ruler, and Foxy G is last of all. They race down to the 4 furlong point, and Rosemary Potatoes continues to show the way. In a race that sees no speed whatsoever, she leads by 1. Meaty Fast Flower now grabs second over Bo Runkle, who's a struggling third. Miss Lady T is looping up on the far outside. Luminous Ruler tries to get going, and Bravo Regina backed up fast. They turn again, and Rosemary Potato still leads by 1. Bo Runkle now getting on track to be in that second place position with Miss Lady T, and the others need to go and go now. At the quarter pole, Bo Runkle kicks for home and leads by 1 open length. The jockey takes a look back to see a couple of them are closing in, and the rail belongs to Meaty Fast Flower. Homeward bound now, and Bo Runkle continues the lead. Meaty Fast Flower continues the chase. Miss Lady T has no more to give. Here's the final 16th of a mile. Late on the scene is Luminous Ruler. Bo Runkle still holding, and Bo Runkle has won it to beat Meaty Fast Flower, Miss Lady T, and Luminous Ruler. Away and running. Terrible start for the 4 Viking Queen. Delray Dolly was the first one to ping. Salagadula holding that rail advantage. And Vodkatini's right there too. Those are the first 3 past the 15/16th pole. And Turbo Millie rides that rail. So up and around the first turn they go. Salagadula has the point and shows the way by 1. Delray Dolly, the co-pilot, in second. And Vodkatini's off the fence in that third place position. Turbo Millie rides the rail in fourth. Looping up on the far outside, here comes Viking Queen to try to overtake Lantern's Candy, and Viking Queen is tossing her head today. They have 5.5 furlongs to go, and Salagadula tries to tear away from the field with the first 3 furlongs behind her and shows the way by 2 open lengths. Delray Dolly starts to bridge that deficit ever so slowly, and Vodkatini's on the same page. There's a line of 3 chasing the top trio of speed, and Turbo Millie protects the rail with Lantern's Candy 1 path deep, and Viking Queen comes under a ride and has picked off Turbo Millie. Around the far turn, 3 furlongs to go. Salagadula still calls the shots. Delray Dolly has asked for everything she has. Deep on the track is Vodkatini. Up the inside is Lantern's Candy, and Viking Queen trying to mind her manners now, but has a 1/4 of a mile to try to catch Salagadula today, and she turns on the jets and kicks away at the top of the stretch. Salagadula has built up a 4-length lead. Lantern's Candy in no man's land is trying to close in. Vodkatini is starting to get a little bit closer to inside the furlong grounds, where Salagadula at 2-1 is giving this field plenty to think about today. And Salagadula popped and didn't stop. Salagadula has won it. Vodkatini was second. Viking Queen was a troubled third, and Delray Dolly was fourth. Away and running. Nice level start. Good speed from Red Priestess today. London Lady is also showing good early toe, and Nami is right there too. And Red Jag came away in third. Nucci's a ground saving fourth in front of Bows and O's, and Castellano has a good trip today and travels sweetly in fifth. No More Diamonds has one beaten, and Lady Lancer is last of all, so three of them go at it hot and heavy to the 3.5. And Red Jag shows the way, but is hounded every step of the way by London Lady and Nami on the far outside. Castellano is right there with a great trip today, looping up on the far outside, and Red Priestess is a struggling fifth with Bows and O's trying to pick off that rival. And here's the quarter pole, and Nami kicks for the money, but Castellano takes that fight to her, and these two to settle the score. Closing in late is Bows and O's in the red cap, and they swing to the top of the stretch, and it's Nami still with that speed on display. Castellano flattened out when asked, and now closing in late is Bows and O's for a minor award inside the 16th pole. Nami at 4 to 5 is still nicely clear, and Nami's going to get there, tired but holding on, and Nami has won it. Getting up for second was Bows and O's. Castellano was third, and London Lady weakened to fourth. Start. Away and running. Terrible start for Hendrickson today. Slow to go is photocopy, but great speed today for Coronova. Deep on the track, Sir Mendel is closing in along with Inbound, and the pink cap belongs to Big Star in that fourth place spot. Mission Mike is fifth under the line for the first time in front of Bold Licorice, and Mario's on point. Phobia is in front of two, and those were the troubled starts of Photocopy and Hendrickson. They're spread out about 20 lengths as they embark around this first turn, and Coronova has the baton today, and in a slow-paced affair leads by a length and 3/4. Inbound tracks the speed in second, and Sir Mendel is one path off the rail with a clear shot at the top two, leaving the first turn behind. Big Star is 5 lengths off the speed with 5 furlongs to go. Mission Mike's 2 off her, and another one is Bold Licorice, who travels in the center of the pack. Phobia is a ground-saving 7th in front of Mario's on point, then comes Photocopy, and Hendrickson is last of all. Still a well-spread-out group with only 3.5 furlongs to go. Coronova's going to try to lead him every step of the way, and he leads by 2 open lengths. Big Star is poised to pounce on this leader in second, and Phobia trying to get closer from that third-place position. Now Mission Mike starts to pick off one, and Sir Mendel is in 5th position as they round the turn with a quarter to go. Coronova still calls the shots, and it's a healthy lead too. Homeward bound now, Coronova hugs that corner nicely and kicks away by 2. Big Star has every chance, and here he comes with a menacing move down the center of the track, and Mission Mike is closing in 2. Late on the scene is Bold Licorice. There's yards to the finish, and Big Star tries to press past Coronova. Big Star got it by a neck to beat Coronova, Mission Mike, and Bold Licorice. Away and running. Good start in the center for We Be Shackin'. Right next door is Mischievous One. They break 1-2. Running right by you now grabs a share of second along with Just In Spite of It. So those are the first four. Minx's Lucky Starfire with the money on tracks in fifth over Bright Forecast right next to that rival. And DeSantis now passes a few. And Notion to Tap It is last of all. Down to the 4 furlong pole they go. And We Be Shackin' taking no prisoners today. He shows the way by a length and a half. Just In Spite of It's on a good hold in that second place position, and running right by you gets scrubbed upon to stay in with that third place position. Deep on the track, DeSantis starts to close in. Mischievous One stays at the rail, and Notion to Tap It starts to rally deep on the track. Second last is Minx's Starfire, who's very deep, and Bright Forecast is last of all. They race off the turn and kick for home, and Just In Spite of It comes calling for the lead. We Be Shackin' tries the match strides in second, and still closing in is Minx's Lucky Starfire. Late on the scene is Mischievous One. This is still wide open. Just In Spite of It holding on by 2. Getting closer is Mischievous One and Minx's Lucky Starfire, but here's the finish. Just In Spite of It has won it over Mischievous One, Minx's Lucky Starfire, and DeSantis. Away and running. Good speed, one from the inside for Up For It today, but on the outside, Musical Design is right there too, and Above the Limit comes punching on through. So Above the Limit draws first blood over Up For It, and Musical Design's a tracking third. Lavinia Spirit came away in fourth, and Aruma's a tracking fifth. Up the inside is Kingdom Queen. Deep on the track, trying to close into it is Eight Danzas, and last of all is Mexican Sugar. They swing the side, and Above the Limit, she has her speed on display and leads by a length and a half, but Musical Design is right there taking good strides at her in second. Up For It has the box seat, and Lavinia Spirit is right there too. These are the four principals as they race for home, and now on the outside, a gray blur is Musical Design, and she kicks for home and leads by 1. Up For It now tries to claim second. Above the Limit has no more to give. Lavinia Spirit is running on, but Musical Design had the jump at 7-1. Musical Design has scored the winning run. Up For It was second, Above the Limit third, and Lavinia Spirit was fourth. We await the start. Away and running. Nice, even line. Amity Road was the first one to go. Boss Logic is right there too, and Celestial Moon is committed to a 3-wide kick around this Paddock Grove turn. So around the inky shadows of the first turn, Boss Logic comes away with the lead. Amity Road is right there too, and the pace is keen, and Celestial Moon is committed to a 3-wide kick. The back markers are watching this pace tug of war, including Amadeus Music. Deep on the outside, trying to close in is Anti-Gravity, who clabs fourth, and Complete Agenda, content to trail at the back of the pack. So three of them go at it hot and heavy as they point towards the 5 furlong station, and Celestial Moon's deep on the track. Amity Road's the meat in that sandwich, and Boss Logic continues to ride that rail, and they trade jabs as they approach the half-mile pole. Anti-Gravity comes under a ride. Complete Agenda is on the march from that 5th place position, and Amadeus Music is silently dropped away to last as they turn again, and Celestial Moon turning the tables over Amity Road and Boss Logic, and now the back markers are trying to close in, including Complete Agenda, and Anti-Gravity is starting to advance deep on the track. The quarter pole looms for Celestial Moon, who won the early pace battle, but Anti-Gravity is right there to take a crack at the leader, and up the inside is Complete Agenda as they turn for home. Celestial Moon still has a sizable lead at the 3/16 pole, leads by 3. Complete Agenda trying to make inroads, and so is Anti-Gravity. Inside the final 200 yards, Celestial Moon is still nicely clear. Complete Agenda and Anti-Gravity all chase in vain. Celestial Moon has won it. To beat Complete Agenda, then came Anti-Gravity, and it's a 4th place photo with Amity Road. Away and running. Terrible start for the two. Put the glass down. Sustenance came out charging. So did Hushin on the far outside. And he's in charge. Gets a couple of reminders to get closer to the speed. And Inter Miami's right there too. So pace of plenty in the opening furlong. And Living Water came away in 5th in front of Practical Coach, the Magnificent Ride. And the one who lost it at the start was Put the Glass Down. So Hushin now tries to take over the lead from Sustenance as they bend left. And now Inter Miami chases that speed on the 3 path, and he's in charge, continues to protect that rail position. And now there's a line of 4. Getting closer is Magnificent Ride, and so is Practical Coach. No torn tickets yet with a quarter pole in sight, and Inter Miami now takes the lead away. Far outside is Magnificent Ride, and they're homeward bound. Inter Miami's the first one to kick and leads by 2. Still chasing up the rail as he's in charge. Practical Coach and Magnificent Ride, but Inter Miami at 9-1 has padded a nice lead in the concluding stages, and Inter Miami just demolished this group today to be Practical Coach, Magnificent Ride, and Living Water.